Oh, admitting the homies. What's up, G? Oh, and we are live. Woo! Sorry about that. Yeah, just
LB.
Mute if you're talking. Homies. What's up, G? What's up, Kron? Should be better now that my phone is not streaming. Can you hear me?
LB, what's up?
Yeah,
I'm well.
that's good. You smoke any good weed today?
Triple scoop. Amazing.
The triple scoop.
Amazing.
I'm actually now that my phone is not streaming. Oh. Can you hear me?
LB, what's up?
I don't know where I'm playing from now. You up running?
I'm well.
That's good. You smoke any good weed today? That is.
Triple scoop. Amazing.
Muting it. I hope people can still hear it. It's not muted. Man, can Jeff get his shit together over there? Jeff, let's get it together, bud. Connect. So I sent the link to a few different people. I don't know who all is getting it in. What are you smoking now? We're smoking Asian pear.
Look like gas.
It's mad purple. Kron, how are you feeling? Does that shit taste like pear or what?
Yeah, actually, it surprisingly does. You got mute.
I am muted.
There you go. No, but this shit's fucking delicious.
Maybe if you just mute your audio
My audio
the whole time.
Also,
And then I'll just leave mine unmuted.
The Black Gushers was dope too, though.
smoking that next.
Yeah, that's next on our.
Yeah, that was dope.
Smoke.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yo.
Can you hear me if I just speak at this volume through his mic?
Can you turn down your mic volume on your computer?
My mic volume or my audio volume is all the way up and down. It's when I put my mic on, I was echoing back.
It's just that we're too close.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing if I fucking.
So I think you can turn the internal microphone down, not just the audio. I have to go. Dude, we had Jeff, and now he's fucking gone. Oh, let me see if I can get him back in here. Send him a new link. Come on, Jeff, get in there. Feels pretty good though.
Yeah.
Are you looking for that?
I'm looking for it.
So look, hey, question. Since you're the sportsman, we're gonna fucking just jump in. My man Sonny here, one of the co-hosts of the Nitty Gritty Sports Talk podcast, podcast primarily focused around Baltimore sports, but not opposed to just any and all sports wherever. Right now, I think at this stage of the game, we are all willing to settle for any sports right now.
Hell yeah. Baseball starts like next week, I think.
I was just asking earlier, what is the deal with baseball?
Yeah, baseball is supposed to start next week, and then the NBA is 2 weeks from tomorrow. So things are getting close.
So my man said that some of these NBA teams weren't practicing a couple days ago, I guess.
Yeah, some of them, but I think they're all in a bubble now for the most part, unless they already had COVID or they had some other predestined thing to do. So I think almost everyone's down in the bubble now.
Well, I think it was 2 days ago. The Wizards and the Clippers both canceled their practices.
Yeah, because somebody tested positive. Yep.
That shit's crazy. In the bubble though, right? Because they were already in there.
No, they were still in LA and in DC at that time. But there have been people. I think 2 players tested positive since they've been in the bubble out of like 340.
I saw the Orioles are going to stop telling people when their players have corona. I was actually like real curious about how teams were like running around telling everybody that they have corona. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm surprised they can do that shit now anyway with HIPAA.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they even tell people that shit. So
they
shouldn't tell anybody.
Yeah, someone explained to me that like it's like a comparable situation to like if you have AIDS, you got to tell somebody before you fuck them, you know?
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it.
I mean, you're talking about multi-billion-dollar corporations. They can't be diseased up. I mean, you think about the amount of revenue that the top players in any sport bring to the leagues.
Yeah. Yeah, you would think that, but then they send them to Disney, and Florida's a cesspool for COVID now. So it's just kind of like, it's really about the money with ESPN and Disney when you think about it.
I think we were just too close.
They just said today that officials are announcing that the Florida numbers were skewed. It was 9.8%, not 98% of a jump.
Wow,
that makes a difference. Anything to fit a narrative, I guess, right?
I don't know if anybody saw on my post earlier. I said we got Jeff in here, one half of Back to Step One. He's also a liker of bad sports teams, so I'm glad he hasn't tried to interject some stupid opinion.
Who are your teams, Jeff?
Hey man, we rocking hard with the Steelers over here, man. And this man is a big hater, and he's lucky he's got the quarterback of the century.
Hey Jeff, let me show you something. I have a terrible towel right there that I just step on and clean my feet with on a daily. That a Steeler fan gave to me in Pittsburgh in Heinz Field after we beat them. So it's like the ultimate white flag to me.
It's a little tough right now. We're in a little rebuild. And
what's up? Is Ben still the quarterback? What's the deal? Since we're on the topic of rapists, we can bring Ben right back up.
Well, Ben's gotten over that. Now he's just got a masturbation issue. He's working on that. But I think he's got that on check, and he's ready to throw some touchdowns, man. And we'll see if we can play, though, man. I don't see how they can do football.
We were just discussing, what do you think the repercussions and ramifications of no football in the year 2020? Like, is that the final straw that breaks the camel's back and makes all of America go fucking bonkers? They're going to be wishing for some Antifa.
America will go nuts without football.
Yeah, man. I think it'll be a lot of this Madden and other things to fill the void while you can. But I'm definitely going to be needing some football, man.
Yeah, I feel like pretty much with the, obviously I have kids, so I don't want to sound like a complete dickhead, but most of my happiness depends on football during the winter. I mean, it's how we get through.
Yeah,
You know,
that's all it is to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, we only have 16 weeks. Like, you have 82 games in basketball, 160 fucking two in baseball, and only 16 in football. So those weeks count.
It takes 10 years to get a baseball season worth of football, man. 10 years. All
I
right.
never thought about it like that.
I didn't either. That's jeez. That's crazy.
And your favorite players probably hurt for a good 6 of those games too. So
That's a
Fact.
there you go.
Hey, King Kron, I was tell me a little bit about Battle Rap, man. I peeped that early. Where can I check out some of your stuff?
You can see me on YouTube, just King Kron verse. They'll all start to pop up.
Bet.
I've taken a kind of a hiatus for the last couple of years, but
Okay.
back in the day, I was definitely in my prime and everything. So check them shits out. Let me
You
know.
still check out the battles now?
Yeah, I definitely still be checking out battles now. I know a lot of people in the local scene out here, and then like a couple of the people I used to rap with around here have made it up to the big leagues. A couple of people, on the URL and shit like that.
That's dope. Yeah, I know they had like a big battle this past weekend.
You said for the past weekend you watched Gnome?
Nah, I know it was a battle this past weekend. I didn't get a chance to catch it on YouTube yet, but I heard everybody talking about it.
Yeah, it's not going to be on YouTube for a while.
It's not yet.
They signed a big contract with this app called Caffeine. So Caffeine's a bunch of like former Facebook employees that created kind of like I don't want to say like a ripoff of Twitch, but it's kind of like the same vibe as Twitch. And
Gotcha.
they're really using URL with Drake kind of pushing the culture forward as like the spokesperson for it, as their main platform to kind of launch them into like this new like
dope.
live streaming, kind of that whole vibe that's going on right now.
That's dope. I'm looking forward to that.
Kron, give him a scheme, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you can give him one of the old ones, bro. The N64 one is one of my favorites. I don't know if anyone else is a fan of classic literature, but he's got a fucking literature scheme that'll fuck your brain up. It's just there's so many fire ones, bro.
Bless us, Kron.
Man,
You
look,
don't put me on the spot like that, bro. I'm like all high and shit right now.
Yeah, but you act like you don't know you had to spend how much time memorizing every single one of them joints? He goes in and he could never recreate the vibe of in the battle, but lyrically, I'm telling you, this dude is a monster. I can't wait. Look, maybe we'll make him save that one for this Sunday's podcast episode, since him and I.
Give me some time. That'll work.
So to let people know, Kron is the king. Has been a good friend of mine and brother for a long time at this point, and he was actually the original Let's Talk About It co-host. Some of those episodes never got released. They might. I think I still have them locked away in a Dropbox file.
There were some gems in there. Those were classics.
There's definitely some gems.
Those were classics.
But it's just been time for him to bring it back, and so we're gonna do a little King Kron interview episode and get the world reacquainted with the king.
Looking forward to it.
Hell yeah. I'll tell you. So I'm also gonna, at some point, maybe when the Rona's over, or when he tells me that he can get his whole team together, I'm trying to get Jeff and the Back to Step One crew on Let's Talk About It as well.
Yeah,
but now I think it would work out a lot better because we have like a on-staff videographer now. We're gonna do some fly shit.
Hey, that's what we're about, man. Hey, my boy hit me up because we were like, and you got Jeff 1 or 2, and he's like, yo, so you 1 or 2 now, huh? And I was like, hey, man, that's how I'm coming. But nah, there's 4 of us in the group, so I'd make sure I shout all those fools out, man. So shout out to Mike, Jordan, and Will. But probably working on some shit right now.
Who the fuck is Kev?
Oh, and Kev too.
I only said 1 or 2 because I was just thinking about Kev and Jeff. I didn't realize that Step One was a whole Migos crew.
But no, Kev's chilling too. I should have Told him to slide through.
I'll make sure the rest of the guys know I meant no offense. They're important too. I just have only smoked a bunch of weed with you and not them.
And I feel like now they're cool. They're cool.
Have they ever come through like the shop or anything back in the day?
Michael has. You met Michael a couple times.
Gotcha.
But Jordan and Will just moved back from LA. So he'd been up there. So
What the fuck was he doing out there?
Trying to advance. Well, Michael was up there too, so they were living together before Michael moved back. But just like trying to get the music rolling out there and just testing that LA life and enjoying that weather, man. Smoking that
The weed.
Yeah, there you go.
Have you been out there?
Oh yeah, man.
So you are no what? That's why you're fine with spending fucking buku bucks on good weed because you already know that's what time it is.
If you go to the store, bro, it's fucking wild. I mean, the only place that shit was cool up there was probably like LA Made, man. Like LA Made had some like really, really good weed where you could get like a quarter for like $80 after tax. So like, and I'm talking like, some Sunset Mac that was like, I've never had again. That was like on, yeah, that shit was on fucking.
Some dope indoor.
Yeah. Or everything's pretty much in-house too. So
yeah.
As far as grower to the table,
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was just in Oakland, San Fran. I've only been to LA once, and I didn't go to the cookie store. I think Melrose had literally just opened when I was out there like 2 years ago. But bro, I thought I was going to be getting all sorts of wonderful flavors. It's like half the fucking menu that's available in stock is sun-grown. All the good shit is sold out. I missed the pomelo. I missed the fly. I was at Burners on Hate like 2 hours after that shit fucking was sold out. Irritating.
Yeah. I haven't even been to any of the cookie stores. I've ended up getting a lot of the stuff I want, like just from other caregivers that also carry like, some of the cookie strains or connected strains, but sometimes they're old.
Yeah.
Like they've for a while. And so it's just like, but they got me out the way, but they definitely
for sure.
They got their money's worth for sure out of me.
Well, and that's the point is like people just think that they're going to be able to go when they do go, they're going to be able to just get whatever they want. Like, oh, you hear Burner talking about X, Y, and Z. You think you're going to be able to go cop that. You're lucky if they even have fucking Gary Payton in stock, cereal milk in stock, right? Like good shit goes quick.
Oh, very quick.
I was out there in Melrose and they dropped grunts and it was gone within like an hour. Like couldn't even get your hands on it.
I was going to say, I feel like LA is probably your best bet as far as like, you got to figure most of their shit goes to the LA stores and shit. But I would think, but Oakland was jumping. The cookies, Oakland was dope. That had, of the ones that I went to, which I went to the Hate, Burners on Hate and Oakland. And they were both, the Burners on Hate was definitely way smaller, had better concentrates, but the other one had better flour. That Emerald Cut.
I haven't had the Emerald Cut.
I mean, it's just like I know there's definitely a level of hype, and for me, I mean, I've just been smoking that shit for a bunch of years now. Like I like Burner and have for a few years, so it's like I don't fucking care. I'll custom myself out a little bit, but I can't be the dude dropping $600 at the cookie store.
Nah, hell no.
No, sir.
But I will shout out Steve from Cookies Oakland because that dude, he's the man.
With that said, and Cali going back into fucking shutdown and stuff, is the new low now the new old low?
Oh,
new low.
new low.
We have the new old low and a new low.
There is a whole array of memes being made as we speak, discussing the new old low, the old new low, and helping people, ease themselves into the new old low.
Levels to the lows.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be real. In 2020, when life is about a flex, like how is my life a flex? My whole life a flex. People want the best of everything. I mean, when you Google something, you Google if I need new beard cream, I'm Googling best beard cream. You know, if I need a new lawnmower, it's best lawnmower. Nobody's like, let me get the Mids lawnmower. Like, who's shopping for that joint that you just push and it has like the spinny blades, you know, like you see in like 50s cartoons? Nobody wants that. Yeah, that's like
they still sell those on Amazon.
Yeah. But it's like a retro thing like that hipsters would use just to be like, I care about global warming.
I mean, I knew it was going downhill when all the packaging started, man. When all the packaging started, I was like, oh Lord, it's about to get a lot more expensive.
Bro.
Yeah, leveled up.
I mean, you got to think it's like, you know, that's everywhere. That's like traditional markets, that's white market, gray market, you know, any way you want to swing it. If it's got a cool container, I just bumped it up 10 more bucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you better believe that out, you know, like look at Denver is an excellent example, right? Denver just got cookies. In Denver, you're talking about $2.50 in the rec dispensary is like a lot. Like you spend $2.50 on a zip in the rec dispensary, like you're big balling, you know? Like now it's all the same. The same companies are growing the weed, right? Burner licensed out the cookies brand and the genetics so they can have the cool bags. And it literally is the same caliber weed as the weed that they were already growing, you know what I mean? Minus the difference in genetics. So like then they're like, well, just like Colta did with this, you know, anything A1 from them plus Poochie Love because it's fucking 33% THC.
Yeah.
Right.
But they just started charging more.
Nah, for sure. Branding, man. I mean, like, my thing is with genetics is like, you know, they're important, but like, I don't doubt that Alien Labs could grow some damn Blue Dream that I'd be like, yeah, this is the best thing smoking right now. So I think it's really about the companies that are putting in that work. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
what's crazy is Alien Labs grows in Rockwool, right? Yeah. Most commercial companies, that's the way to win. It's just so much cheaper than soil or cocoa, you know?
Right.
And so they're just fucking hooking them up in the Rockwool and the automatic feeders, you know? I mean, now granted, that doesn't mean they don't have like their shit dialed in as far as like understanding at what points it's too much nutrients, right? Like you have all your little like your little tricks that like every grower has like his own little secret sauce, right? I mean, you gotta think it's dudes that are part of the culture, so they know like what they're doing,
right?
You know. But yeah, I mean, like, I'd rather get fucking. There's a lot of good weed fucking grown in that shit.
Yeah.
Just, you know, it's just who do you want to argue with, right? If you argue with it, if you're talking to like another grower who's like a loyal to the soil dude, they're not understanding being a Rockwool scientist.
Nah, facts, man. I mean, like, from what I've seen people grow really good weed every single
Put your hand in the dirt. Or are you a cocoa man? Because I know you got a couple plants growing, or you have before in your life.
Loyal to the soil.
DC. What'd you say?
Loyal to the soil so far, man. Though I have so many parts and stuff as a plumber hanging around to like build some sort of hydro setup. So I'm gonna lean that way in the future when I get some shit together.
Soil is way more forgiving.
For sure.
I mean, your pH gets too fucking out of whack. Your water gets too warm. You fucking rot those roots out.
Game over.
But I mean, I think that and this is a serious thing because I know we're all adults here, right? We've been smoking a long time. We're not new to this smoking shit. We're true to it, right? There wasn't nothing like back in the day getting a bag of Dro. When that Dro came around,
That was crazy.
that hydro, that real deal. Come on, man. I think every real smoker knows that shit and wants that shit.
Dude, even the old heads talk about hydro, like the old heads. Like,
yeah. The OG on my block always talks about it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and he was probably talking about some fucking East Coast diesel, some New York diesel grown in the fucking hydro stuff. I just saw a thing today. I think it was Sour Waves reposted some guy from New York talking about nothing was better than no gelato, no runts, no fucking OG, no nothing is better than a fucking 0.8 of New York sour diesel in either a black or a purple bag.
I saw that. That was hilarious.
And I'd have to agree. I mean, that was like probably the first $500 ounce I ever bought was fucking some New York diesel.
Is that like 09?
Yeah. 08, I think.
Yeah, 08. Yeah.
damn.
That shit was fucking some pressure. Like destroyed shit.
Yeah. So how's that work in Colorado, LB? Because I know normally like rec and medical have different prices out there.
Yeah, so
with the cookies, is it just a one flat rate?
Oh yeah, there is no cookies on the med side.
It's only
on the rec side.
All right, gotcha.
So and what they essentially do at this point is like any of the good shit companies grow, they sell it on their rec side at breakdown, retail prices.
So it's still 65 basically.
Oh yeah, it's like $70 out the door.
Jeez.
Which for Colorado, that's fucking unheard of.
You can get a zip for like 110, right? Maybe lower.
You can get some. I used to get this fucking like it was like some platinum cookies. It was like $75 an ounce.
Yeah.
That was like 2 years ago. But yeah, I mean, I think things have all been fluctuating up there. But it's because of shit like cookies, right? You have premium branding. It makes you be able to raise the value on your product. It's like, well, we grew the shit, motherfucker.
Yeah, fact.
Plus, if you think about it, like in Maryland, there's other companies that whose genetics did I just see the other day? I saw like Grassroots I think it was Grassroots with some Cushmans. You can get Cushmans from Grassroots. And the shit looked good. My man said it was some fire.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I don't know where he went. Probably Gold Leaf, maybe. I don't really fuck with Grassroots, and I'm not gonna buy it, but that's only because I don't fuck with them. Like, not to say that didn't look like some good weed, or if somebody was like, "Here, roll some of this up," that I wouldn't. I'm not gonna be like, "No." Definitely looks smokable for sure. And I think that shit was only 60. And it's Grassroots, so you might be able to catch it on like a sale for 50 somewhere.
Yeah, facts.
Whereas if you wanted some Poochie Love at Colta, that's what that shit is, isn't it? Poochie Love? Fucking Poochie. That shit is $65 now. I'm not ever gonna stop complaining about that because it doesn't make any sense to me. But
it's so funny that you never stop complaining about it too.
$65. I understand. Look, you had the Dosey 2222 there. I would say that before the cookie situation, and maybe even still after, right? Like 2222 is kind of the undisputed champ. Okay, the soap, I think.
The soap is fire, bro. Who used to always go to the fucking happy hours.
Yeah.
And would get the gelato 25, sometimes the fucking 41 when it was around, the Scooby snacks, all that shit for $40 as long as it was after 420. First cookies drop happens, happy hour's gone. Gone. Shit's at 65 cents.
Can't come off of it.
Well, they were, to be fair, for some time prior, they were phasing that happy hour shit out. It was like, ooh, not every strain, just all the non-Colta good strains. Lemon meringue, $40.
Well, we had this talk when they fucking dropped 13 flavors. And then when Cookies comes out, none of those shits exist no more except for Memory Loss and The Lost Cause. They had 13 flavors came out between November and December. And shit's all just disappeared.
But to be fair, do you think they would have disappeared had they not been worth disappearing?
They were definitely worth disappearing. In the sense of getting rid of the happy hour, they could have definitely done that in a better fashion to not have all Cultist strains go become like, dude, Rocket Fuel for 65, bro. I'm all right.
Rocket Fuel 65. Even Rocket Fuel for anything over like a 55 max. I'm only capping at 55, like trying to like be fair to the marketplace and shit. But like,
yeah, you being generous.
Yeah, like I'm, 50 is where that one belonged. Everything bumped up $5.
Yeah. It sucks that I have to be like bugging to snatch like a $400 ounce. I'm like, yo, yeah, let me snatch that up. Like, it's like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, I mean, but to think about it in the retail term, you're like, that's only $50 an eighth, and normally that's a $70 eighth. So I'm not bad. 400. Well, that's what it is.
What it is, man.
Daddy's just gonna have to do some extra side work this month. Couple of cash jobs will do me just right. You have kids?
No, sir.
Oh man, you're an intelligent human. How old are you?
29.
Yeah, you're a really intelligent human. That's like when I started. I'm like a wily vet now. I'm on number 3.
Yeah, I've got some younger siblings, man. I'm gonna keep it at that for a good.
That's good. That's good. Strap up.
Man.
Yeah.
Man, little basketball team. I get an hour a week. It's great. You know what I'm saying? Like an hour a week of kids is pretty much.
You coach?
What's up?
You coach?
Just like a house basketball team, man. Just like.
Oh, that's dope.
So, but it's fun, man. We won the championship right before COVID.
I saw. Yeah.
Gets no better. Are
Yo,
you a Pirate?
Jeff Beast.
What's up?
Did you go to Seton Hall?
Oh no! So my little brother actually goes to Seton Hall right now, whole time.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. About to say my best friend ran track up there. It's a pretty cool school.
Word.
So look, can I like throw a wrench in all this and like go into a totally different direction? I think Kron knows where I want to go. I mean, look, I've been keeping up on current events a little bit.
Hold on. Can we take one step before going all the way there? How's that sound?
Okay.
Let's talk the fucking Snoop Dogg DMX verses real quick. And
all right, that should be a good segue.
I don't know if you guys saw that. The next verses on the Instagram Live was announced today, and it's going to be Snoop Dogg versus DMX.
Battle of the Dogs.
How you guys feel about that? If you guys got an automatic winner, if you got to kind of toss that. I think it's debatable. I think this is one of those ones that comes down to who plays what when.
I just don't know if DMX has enough. Like as far as like it's like Snoop's catalog is like miles long.
But so in some of the battles, people with the deepest catalogs forget to play some of the bangers and waste.
We saw that with Fab and Jada.
You know what I mean? Like, and waste some of those shots.
No, definitely. I just think Snoop has missiles. I think Snoop will win. I don't know if it'll be like a blowout, but like I lean towards Snoop.
If Snoop plays his cards right and would make the good track list, like there's 3 songs that he could just end with that you would just finish being like, yeah, I can't make this man a loser in this joint. But I mean, DMX is a legend, man.
Yeah.
I mean, now are we saying Like, because I think that we got a little starstruck situation with Snoop. I'm going Team X on this one. You know, I think that he's the underdog for sure. No question. But I just think that some of his banger, like Snoop, he's the dog father, no question, right? He is an OG. He is still very relevant in a lot of ways, right? But like, I mean, I think about some of his clear-cut bangers, right? But there's a lot of gaps in that catalog, you know, that I think
albums.
that, I mean, same with DMX for sure, but I think that some of X's bangers, when they come on, I just think they might have more of they pack a little more punch to them. You know, so it's all about, I think, the vibe and how we're rating it. You know, X was a real one.
13 to 7 Snoop.
13 to 7.
13 to 7.
That's,
Snoop.
Can I hear your list? Let me hear your breakdown.
I don't have a full list yet. It was a little too short notice to get a full 20-track list to go back and forth. But when you say gaps in the career, Snoop has a career that spans 15 more years than X. So like when DMX was not making hits, you had Drop It Like It's Hot come out. You know what I'm saying? So like Snoop did shit with the Neptunes
but after Drop It Like It's Hot was kind of like,
no, I'm on Instagram Live fucking on a versus battle. When that shit drops, that doesn't lose, bro. That doesn't lose.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
I like how
mean,
they marketed though, Battle of Dogs.
But look, all I'm gonna say is that in a game of spades, we all know that little Joker is gonna win at least one hand.
I gave him 7, bro. 13-7, bro.
I think that's pretty reasonable. But I look, I'm gonna say one thing, and now it has nothing to do with the battle rap at all. The battle, the mixing and matching of songs. Snoop Dogg does not have a Steven Seagal movie. DMX.
He's got a lot of movies though.
He has a Kevin Hart movie.
He did.
Okay,
that counts for anything.
back when it was funny.
He was in Old School.
Old School is a phenomenal loop.
You're my boy, Blue.
Piece. You're my boy, Blue.
Great movie.
Starsky and Hutch.
Yep.
That was a good role.
That was a good role. Pimpin'.
Yeah, I forgot about Starsky and Hutch.
I was watching Cradle to the Grave the other night. That's kind of why I'm feeling DMX right now.
Yeah, I was watching Belly a couple weeks ago. Good movie too.
The reason I love that movie is because Hype Williams directed that whole movie like a music video.
Yeah, it's exactly what it looks like.
Do you remember when they did the All the Lights video and it was giving people seizures?
Yeah, Kanye's joint. Yeah,
I really felt bad for people. I was like, damn, dude, you're such a little bitch. You can't even watch a cool music video. This joint's epic. Like, it's so epic, it just blew your mind. You had a seizure. Fuck out of here.
Kanye 2020.
Kanye 2020. That's it. Look, if Kanye is legitimately on the ballot, I will go vote. If he is a legitimate candidate on the ballot, Kanye West, Mr. West. You know, I would love to call him presidential elect West. That's the only way you could get me to go out to vote is if it's Kanye or The Rock.
Bro, The Rock 2024 is happening, bro.
Oh yeah,
that shit's gonna be crazy. He's gonna win.
The Rock 2024. I'm looking forward to that one.
So are we ready to go off the rails?
Yeah, do that because I got a meeting at 10:30, so I want to hear this off the rails.
How do you guys feel about Nick Cannon? Is he an anti-Semite based on his comments? Does he deserve the treatment that he's getting at the current moment? Are you guys even familiar with what's going on with Nick Cannon?
I'm familiar.
Yeah, I'm baby. I've heard it. I've heard about it.
I think a lot of these guys that have come out recently and kind of, gotten themselves in a little bit of a bit of a mess. Like, there's people in prominent positions that you can point to that have a lot of influence on like culture and society. And, a lot of them happen, to be Jewish or have some sort of, tie into that crowd. And I think when people start like making these very broad statements about any kind of culture or religion or race, you're going to end up in muddy water almost no matter what. But you almost just got to be specific and just say people's names, man. If you're trying to say something like, no one wants to feel villainized, that has nothing to do with what the fuck you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's going to be so much backlash.
But I mean, let's be fair also, because he's talking about the Caucasus Mountains, right? He's talking about Caucasian, two-brained, recessive traded, lighter hued people, right? But who gives the like? If you're looking at those theories as like a something that you study, right? Like that. Just speaking about it doesn't, I don't think, make you anti-Semitic, right? Like, because somebody's religion has nothing to do with like the part of the topic that we're speaking on. And I guess in some cases it does with Nick Cannon.
Well, yeah, in his instance, definitely. I mean, as a black man, period, you got to watch what the fuck you say. So in his case, it's a fucked up situation. And I tend to lean with you, LB. I don't think it's anti-Semitic per se. But I mean, we live in a cancel culture now. So you say one little thing, man, it doesn't matter what the hell you've done in the past. They'll get you the hell out of here. And I think that's what they're trying to do with Nick and just throw him under the rug now.
Yeah, but to cancel him over hate speech and then nothing he say be hateful or more than his opinion and understanding of research that he's done in his own time being spread on a podcast that he does on his own time, separate from that company, and not saying anybody's name and not being direct and just saying, hey, this is my understanding of things. This is the way that I perceive this stuff. And, it's nothing more, nothing less. I personally didn't hear anything hateful or anything like that, or any reason that Viacom should jump out there and be like, we're going to separate ourselves because he didn't apologize to us. I just didn't get that.
Yes, it's childish. It's the America we live in, unfortunately. You're on mute, LB.
Oh, I know. I said something and then I was like, oh shit, I'm muted. I was like, oh shit, maybe I probably should have been muted for that. Maybe that was the universe looking out. I don't fucking care. But I've had people have come at my neck for fucking being anti-Semitic and reposting shit about certain families owning people owning companies that, I mean, they own the company. But in the conversation, their religion had nothing to do with any of the conversation that I was speaking about. It's just the fact of like, there's 6 companies that own all of the media, all of Hollywood, and all the banks. I mean, that's not something we can refute. That's just a fact. I'm I don't give a fuck about it. It has nothing to do with my daily life. I don't blame any of my problems on any other person but me. Because as soon as I blame it on you or you or you, for whatever reason, then that alleviates my ability to do anything the fuck about it. And I refuse to believe that I don't control my own fucking destiny in all aspects.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like I could say something wild, but like, dude, I can still go and do my job. like, I mean, like, you know, I still
Wild 'N Out was on TV for 15 years. I mean, come on.
So like, you know,
Yeah. It's fucked up.
I mean, I don't even like Nick Cannon like that.
no, I don't like Nick
those
Cannon
wild
either. I
styles.
mean,
Yeah, me either.
I just am somebody that, like, dude, I like when people speak about alternative theories other than, I mean, look, if we want to talk about religion, it's like, I mean, since skin color is such an important part of people's agenda and conversation these days, it's like, they really, I don't think, understand the skin color of the people in the Bible. Like, I mean, I grew up around white Jesus. I learned by the time I was like 13 that, hey, nobody I've ever met from that part of the world is white.
Is that the destruction of black civilization?
hey, yeah,
Hell
right
of
here,
a book. Hell of a book.
Whole
Hell of a
time.
book. Yeah,
Hell
I
of
just
a
got I got done reading it like right around when COVID started, actually. Great book, man. Great book.
Yeah, nah, I got it like 4 months ago at the Sankofa Cafe at on Georgia Avenue, but I got Putined, man. Like I was starting to read the book, and I was telling my uncle about it, and I was telling him I was reading it, and he takes me. He's like, "Oh, that's what's up." He's like, "Thank you." I'm like, "Thank you." Man puts it in his bag and rocked out with my book, man. I was
Deboed your book. What book?
That's
I
a
just
good
got
book.
it back days ago, man. I don't even think he read it either. I was like, "Come on, man."
That shit just looked nice as a conversation piece in the crib.
You know.
Yeah,
But no, it's a
good
lot of
book.
interesting stuff, man.
Have you read that, Kron?
Yeah, I read it back in like 2016. It's definitely a really, really fire book.
Yeah. It's a wealth of knowledge in it, man. What you sipping on, LB?
Heady beer.
Mm.
Pineapple, blood orange, passion fruit, smoothie.
Forgot that Raven
Sounds
fans
good.
here.
Yeah, it's like it's definitely like, you know, I would make fun of dudes that drank this beer before I started drinking this beer. Like, this is not beer. Like, this does not taste like beer at all. It's just delicious. And usually goes along pretty well with fucking as a pairing with hash. I think my man's about to jump off. Are you heading out, Sonny?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to jump. We're getting ready to reveal the top 25 Ravens plays in Ravens history for the 25th anniversary. So
Oh man.
we got a meeting getting ready to go
When are you
over
doing
this
that?
list. It'll start probably like in the next 2 weeks after we get rid of these NBA previews. So
are you like busting down a bunch of them per episode, or like?
Yeah, it'll be like five per episode.
Oh,
so yeah,
shit.
5 per episode. Yeah, so the top 25 plays. So it's a lot of them. So it should be fun. But
I'm
we're
interested
gonna
to
have
see
fun
what's on your
debating.
list.
Yeah,
Hey.
we did the top 25 players. That was fun too.
I don't want to see any Steelers plays on the back end. All right. I don't want to see any of my players getting ran over, man.
Oh man, I was thinking about the one where Ben got that Popeye nose. Like, they got that.
Is that when Bart Scott hit him that time?
Yeah, he got hit like 3 plays in a row, and then they like turn around and it like just fired him up. It was disgusting, bro. We were smashing. It was like ready to put the fucking nail in the coffin. Then all of a sudden he gets sacked like a 3rd play in a row, and you can tell he's visibly hurt, which means he's about to go. He's angry and is about to go the fuck in, bro.
Yeah, that's
Seen
how
that
it
shit?
goes with them.
I've seen that. Like I had to turn the game off by like halftime, bro. It was bad.
If he's in
Don't
one
make
of
me pull
those
up some
zones, he's
Ward
got to
highlights.
stop.
Don't make me pull up any Hines Ward highlights, man.
Oh, look, I'll tell you what.
Sounds
Still
good
have
for
nightmares to this day about Troy Polamalu.
Yeah.
Like I was depressed in a suicide motel in Florida, fucking not allowed in a halfway house I was supposed to go to when we were playing like in the playoffs. It was like 2010, I think. And it was like brutal. We're on like third and short. And fucking
What did he jump over the line or something?
he like jumps over and like chop blocks Joe, scoops the ball up and runs it in. Like there was no reason for Joe to be like back there looking to throw it. It was like third and short. And when they had Ray Rice in his prime, like it's like run it, motherfucker. You have the lead barely. Polamalu ran that joint in and fucking it was disgusting, bro.
I got some nightmares about Polamalu.
Troy was a dog, man.
Yeah, he was. One of my co-hosts is actually a diehard Steelers fan, so that makes it fun.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
so three of us are Ravens fans. One's a Steeler.
It's easily the best rivalry in football today. I mean, no one gives a fuck about Dallas Cowgirls and the Washington area sports team.
Fuck no. No, for sure.
Do they have a name yet?
No, not yet. They're waiting.
What I like the DC Dippers. I mean, I thought that one was the original. Stays true to
I saw the Sentinels. I don't know if that's.
Is that the team they used on the fucking the Replacements?
Were they the Sentinels?
I think they might have been, bro. That's worth a look up. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I'll do it later.
Yeah, we have to check that one out.
I feel like they were the Washington because they were a Washington team. They're red, white, and blue, America. I mean, I was hoping that they would change those nasty ass colors too. Burgundy and like puke yellow.
Nah, they ain't changing that.
I know.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna have to keep that.
McDonald's fucking color scheme.
I appreciated it, bros. We gotta do this again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody needs to check out the Nitty Gritty Sports Talk podcast, available wherever fucking podcasts are listened to.
Yes,
and
sir.
you'll see me doing some guest spots here soon.
Yeah, you will, especially once football season starts.
Oh yeah,
we can't wait to get LB on for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do some live clips at the stadium and all that.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be a blast. We'll do some cool shit this season.
Sounds like a bet. Appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
have a good one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, LB.
Us.
Jeff, you got anything you want to plug?
Shit, man.
New music coming out. New fucking, a fucking need some plumbing side work, whatever. Do what you do.
Hey, no, for sure. No, we got 2 more songs rocking out pretty soon on the Step 1 side. And then we're working on me and Kev just getting back in the studio. So we're working on the second installment of the K&J 2.
What's the vibe this go round?
It's
same kind of vibe?
Not quite, man. A little more angry.
Okay.
And a lot of different instrumentals, you know what I'm saying? Different sounds. So we like to experiment with different sounds, you know what I'm saying? Still trying to
but with a more raw and angry tone to it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like not
get
just
political.
Yeah, I mean political in tone and some lyrics, subtle, you know what I'm saying? But just like really conveying just like, it's like feeling, you know what I'm saying? So just in terms of the vibe. So, and just the energy.
Hell yeah.
So,
well, I love what you and Kev do. That I've played that record many a days here at my crib. I love it, dude. I can't wait for more.
Awesome, man. All love.
Keep in touch. Let's
stop it up.
Yep, let's get up soon and smoke in person with no face masks like wild humans.
No, for sure. And then I'm gonna get my chops up, and then I'm gonna get crushed by your man King Kron, man. We can
Let's go. Hell yeah. I keep telling him we need to fucking have a cipher at the spot soon.
Yeah. Anytime anyone wants to come up to Bmore for a little cipher, anytime that we're there, we're down to fucking facilitate the space. Let's do some fly shit.
For sure.
If we want to do like a Kevin Jeff listening party in Bmore, we could do that. You know?
Yeah, we can do all that for sure.
Like, let's do some shit. Get people out of the fucking DC area. Have them come up here. We can smoke hella weed. It'll be a great time.
Hey, I'm good at smoking hella weed.
I know you are. All right, bro. Well, thank you so much. Me and Kron are hopping out of here too. Appreciate
Yes,
you, man. All right, have a good one.
Peace.
Thank you. Kron, we are Dunsky, son.